Okay. All right. So, welcome to the second of two live streams today. And like I said, the previous stream was mostly this garbage here. It's just food. I don't have too much to say about that. I'm gonna just scrunch it all up. And yeah, there's not too much to say. So, you know, some garbage. Some paper napkins as well from my garden. So I mean, mostly just garbage, and that's what we covered in the previous stream. So okay, all right. What's going on? So what happened? This is an update. This is a main message. We're going to deliver the main message after we deliver a little bit of an update of what's going on. So I said, on Sunday I was supposed to cover, I believe, the bed mattress, and I'm mostly working with physical objects. They're kind of tedious, but at least you can see something visual out of it. It's a bed mattress. I'm trying to switch the current bed mattress with a new one from my previous landlords. The current one is from my brother, who has it from my caregivers. Trying to get rid of that class 2 item and replace it with a class 4 item for my landlord a couple years back. Now, I also bought a new bed frame and a new mattress along with that bed frame from Walmart. So there's like 3 large mattress bed frame items I'm trying to switch around. I have to clean up all the junk on top. So you take a look at previous live streams right here on Facebook, Twitter, or Periscope, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope. You'll find that there was a live stream previously where I said I would have to clean up everything and then try to, rearrange things appropriately, but I never got to it. And that's because Sunday I actually didn't have enough time. Why? Well, I was working, first of all, I was working overtime Saturday, so that was just the worst excuse possible. I was just tired. I had nothing left, no time left. And then Sunday, that was just a mess. I don't have anything to say about that, except that it was my responsibility, but I couldn't get it all done, and unfortunately, because I had to schedule within that time, I was supposed to do a lot of things relating to financial matters, and I didn't. So I'm not even finished that part. We have to do some checkups with relating to my banks or financial institutions, as well as I have been putting off a bunch of messages from Facebook, from WhatsApp, but also from people just calling me, and a lot of those people, from my different organizations, that I volunteer at, the hospital, from the seniors home, to just some old-time friends from back in elementary, high school, university days. I have just been putting that off, so I've kind of left them in the dark for a while now, and I ghosted them. So I had to, I committed myself to getting back to pretty much every single one of them by the end of that weekend, and I still didn't get that done either. So over that day, over the course of the day, things just went downhill, and again, I didn't even have time for groceries, so I picked up some junk food. And so unfortunately, there was no way I could get my room cleaned up, which is what I wanted to do, so that I could start using the new bed mattress and a new bed frame. So that's disappointing, but moving forward, the question now becomes, as a part of the annual project, I was covering inventory. So now I have 3 days, 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday worth of live streams. The next 3 days, what am I going to do? Because I know that I'm going to be out going to work and back and forth, so about 10 hours of my day we commit to that. And then, gotta take a shower and eat and shit like that. All that bullshit means that I basically won't be able to get my room, my bed mattress cleaned up so that I can start using the new one. And I won't be able to set up anything. I won't be able to do any vacuuming or dusting, all sweeping, any of that kind of shit. So what am I gonna do? That's what I had planned, and it was urgent. It was urgent, but I couldn't get it done. And so I can't just have the next 3 days be filled with nothing. I need to still keep working proactively, because there's a lot of stuff to cover, even if it's not the bed mattress. So what I'm going to do is I figured that you know, I have a lot of things in my room still that goes back to my university days. There's 2 classes of items right now that I'm thinking of covering over the next 3 days, at least in part. I won't be able to finish completely for sure, that's without question, but I can at least start on them. And so instead of covering the bed mattress over the next 3-4 days until we hit the weekend, I'm thinking of covering, first of all, some stuff from university, which is all closed, I have a lot of stuff from university, so this is like back in 2014, but one of those many sections, I have like 10, 11, 15 sections of university courseware and bullshit and stuff like, you know, like cleaning supplies and stuff like that, but also equipment. So one of those sections is actually inside a very old backpack, a black backpack that I think I'm going to start working on stream. That might be one potential area I can start moving towards. I can start covering the stuff inside there, and the whole reason why I would want to do that is so that I can free up some space. So I intended on getting through all this stuff anyways in the near future. From 6 months to a year worth of time, I want to get rid of all the university courseware materials, equipment, or furniture that I didn't need. I'm just clearing my room. By venting out all my emotional baggage on stream, I can feel comfortable throwing away all this stuff that I no longer use, or start using the things that I don't feel comfortable using until I cover on stream. So that's one area I can start working on, is, you know, this backpack that's filled with knives and some courseware and some paperwork. And so speaking of paperwork, so that's the first thing. The second group of items I can start covering are some more recent paperwork. So these don't date back to university, but these are from my my volunteer organizations that over the past 3-4 years I've been becoming involved with. I can start covering the paperwork, some documents and files, and just newspapers that I received, that I felt like keeping because I would save for a future video or live stream. Well, I can maybe start working towards that in the next 3 days, and getting rid of some of that paperwork so I can start just chucking it into the recycling bin. So that's 2 areas I can possibly work on over the next 3 days. I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose. Maybe we'll find out tomorrow morning. But yeah, one is just university, like a backpack of university stuff, and another is a pile of paperwork for my volunteer organizations that I've received. So that's what I have planned for the next 2-3 days, and so that's the update. And I can deliver take-home message as usual now. Is just to take care of yourself, take care of your health, your finances, and the people that you care about. Become a strong, responsible, disciplined individual. What that means usually is to solve the problems and challenges in your life, as I'm trying to do on stream. It means reaching those goals and aspirations and objectives that you've set for yourself. Maybe you want to do something great for your spouse. Maybe you want to do something career-wise to become, I don't know, a civil engineer, whatever it is that you want to become. Make sure you solve the problems. If there's anything dysfunctional in your life, everyone's got problems, right? Health problems, relationship problems. So get yourself sorted out. Take care of yourself. That's the take-home message that I have. And I regurgitate that not because it's not to be preachy or anything, because I'm not in a position to say these things. I'm saying this because I'm practicing what I do. So I have to remind myself pretty much every day. And that's the take-home message. That's the main message of today's stream. So very abstract. Usually we don't cover this kind of stuff in that much detail. We cover like inventory and physical stuff because, again, we're dealing with a lot of physical objects that you can see and touch and feel. But yeah, that's it for today. And I want to say, with that being said, thank you for tuning in. This is the Hour Project, and we have a plan of what's next now. We do have a scheduled plan for the next 3-4 days of what to do. So I hope to see you tomorrow morning when we may or may not cover the paperwork or the university stuff within the backpack. So by the way, testing a new filter as well on stream. And that's about it. So this is Our Project. Thank you for tuning in to Facebook, to Periscope, or wherever you're from. Appreciate it. My imaginary hypothetical viewers, that's what I always say. And this is Honor signing out. So ciao.